welcome to my educational vlog. I hope you guys doing well today. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Anissa Reski Ramadhani, and today's video I would like to share something that has really helped me to improve my English vocabularies. As English learners, we often think that vocabulary is difficult because there are so many words to remember. I used to feel the same way. But after trying different learning methods, I realized that improving vocabularies doesn't have to be stressful. If you guys study consistently and use the right techniques, you will see great progress over time. So today I will share 5 simple tips that anyone can practice at home, whether you're beginner or you've been learning English for years. I hope these tips can help you become more confident. So without any further ado, let's get started. Well, the first tip is you need to learn 5 new words every day. You don't need to memorize dozens of words in one sitting because it can be overwhelming your brain. Instead of focusing just 5 new words every day. It might sound simple, but learning a few words consistently is much more effective than trying to learn too much at once. For example, today you can learn these words. Beautiful means pretty. Brave means courageous. Journey means trip. Generous means willing to help other people. After learning the meanings, write each word in your notebook. Then, create one simple sentence using each word. Writing and using new vocabulary helps your brain remember it more easily. If you repeat this habit every day, you will be surprised by how many words you've been learning in a few months. Now, let's move on to the second tips. Well, the second tips is to watch English video. Learning doesn't always come from textbooks. Nowadays, there are many interesting stuff to learn English like YouTube, educational channels, podcasts, movies, or even social media. Firstly, you need to choose topics that you really enjoy. For example, if you like cooking, watch cooking videos in English. And if you enjoy traveling, watch travel vlogs. If you like music, watch interviews with your favorite singers. When you hear a new word, pause the video and write the word down, look up these meanings, and practice saying it aloud. This method improves not only your vocabulary, but also your listening skills and pronunciation. The more English you hear, the more familiar those words become. Watching English video is one of the easiest and enjoyable ways to improve your vocabularies. Now, let's move on to the third tips. The third tips is reading every day. Reading is one of the best ways to discover new vocabulary naturally, and you don't have to read difficult novels. You can start with children's books, comics, magazines, short stories, or simple English articles. Choose reading materials that match your English levels. Reading every day helps you discover new vocabulary naturally. Whenever you find a new word, don't skip it.
Look up its meaning in a dictionary, then write it down in your notebook. Create your own sentence using the new word. Making your own sentence helps you understand how the word is actually used in daily life. Even reading for just 15 or 20 minutes every day can significantly improve your vocabulary. Reading doesn't only improve your vocabulary, but it also helps you understand grammar and sentence patterns naturally.
The fourth tip is practicing your speaking. Many English learners know a lot of vocabulary, but they are afraid to use it. They worry about making mistakes or speaking incorrectly. But remember, making mistakes is completely normal.
In fact, every mistake helps you learn something new. Try speaking English every day, even if it's only for 5 or 10 minutes. You can introduce yourself, describe your day, or talk about your favorite hobby. Another great idea is to practice in front of a mirror or record yourself using your phone. Recording yourself allows you to see your progress over time. When you watch your own recording, you will notice your pronunciation and become more confident over time.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every mistake is a chance to learn something new. Practice a little every day and you will become more confident. Now, let's move on to the final tips. Well, the final tips is reviewing your vocabulary regularly. Learning new words is only first step. If you never reviewing them, you will probably forget them after a few days. That's why reviewing is very important.
Try reviewing your vocabulary every day or at least once a week. Looking back at the words you have learned helps you remember them better. You can use flashcards to make reviewing easier and more enjoyable. Read each word and try to remember its meaning before checking your notes. Beautiful, brave, journey. Making a simple review schedule helps you stay consistent. You can also review your vocabulary using your smartphone whenever you have a free time.
Reviewing your vocabulary regularly is one of the best ways to remember what you have learned. Even just a few minutes each day can make a big difference. Now, let's move to the conclusion. So, those are my 5 simple tips to improve your English vocabulary. Now, let's quickly remember them together. First tip is learn 5 new words every day. Second tips is watch English videos. And third tips is read every day. Fourth tips is practice speaking. And the last tip is reviewing your vocabulary regularly.
These simple habits can help you improve your English little by little every day. Remember, learning English is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent.
Thank you so much for watching my educational vlog. I hope these tips are useful and can help you improve your English vocabularies. If you practice a little every day, I'm sure you will become more confident in using English. See you in my next educational vlog. Goodbye and have a wonderful day.